Buzz's Retirement Garage. Happy Monday to you. I wanted to talk about the lottery. Yesterday I did my end of the month expenses versus income using Social Security only. And one of the hot topics of the video through the comments, along with last month and the month before, was my line item about lottery. Now, one of the commenters, he must be a political person because he's a diplomat, let's put it that way. He said, why don't you just list it under entertainment expenses? And this way you won't get the heat from the people who talk about what a waste the lottery is. And I said, look, I've worked in manufacturing for 40 years. I can handle the heat. Everybody has an opinion, and fortunately for me, this channel has some really good people, and they don't get into the nastiness that I see in other places. 99.9% or more are actually pretty nice. Now, there are some people who get a little firm about things, and that's okay. I can take that. The lottery in itself is a waste of money. I'll tell you that right now. And if you don't know that it's a waste of money, then you need to be calling the 1-800 number because you need some help. There is a place for it. If you are going to use and play the lottery in lieu of doing something else for your entertainment value, then I can see that being the case. And that's what it is with me. With my wife and I, we're not, paper towels are going everywhere. With my wife and I, we're not doing a lot of entertainment things. We're not going out to, movies or shows, or we're not, going to the local places to spend money on entertainment, movies, whatever. So I feel that my $100, on average, $100 a month, for me, is my entertainment, and it also has a chance of a payback. Now let me tell you two stories real quick. One, when we were young, when we first got this house, my one daughter was only about a year old. I played a pick 4 straight, and we won $5,000. So we were able to buy some furniture, some beds that was just perfectly timed. So in that case, it worked out for us. And let me tell you another story. Back in the MTD days, Modern Tool and Die, when I was working there, I was in charge of the Toyota program. And Toyota sets out their schedule for manufacturing in Georgetown, Kentucky at the time. They send out a schedule of what they call potential Saturdays. So if they're going to work a Saturday, they kind of put it on the calendar, and then they firm it up a few weeks in advance of working that Saturday. But you can at least see in the whole year what Saturdays they may work. Now, that was years ago. I don't know if they're still doing it, but so there was a Saturday that we had to work, and Roger Jones was loading a truck. Now Roger, he was loading the Toyota truck, and Roger, he was trying to get the overtime because his wife had thrown him out. Threw his clothes and everything he owned on the front lawn, supposedly. Remember, I'm probably in my 20s, maybe my early 30s, I don't remember, but working at MTD. And, he didn't tell me directly, but through his friends, his wife threw him out, and the union president, Rick, took him in and said, hey, you could stay with me until you get yourself straight. So Roger was there on Saturday working overtime because he needed the extra money. He was loading the truck. A Saturday we worked 5 hours, so it was about 11:45. He was getting ready to go home, and we were talking. After his truck was loaded, we were talking. I was in there doing inventory on my Toyota project, and we just talked a little bit about, his woe is me. He's got problems. He's got gout. He's got his wife threw him out, and he's just really down. Monday he doesn't come to work, so I'm wondering, well, geez, he didn't come to work, and I hope everything's okay with him. So then all of a sudden, this is before cell phones and pagers and everything else. So communication wasn't as fast as it is now. So one of the guys, a couple of the guys started saying that he won the lottery on Saturday. And I'm like, really? What'd he win? He's, well, the $8 million jackpot for the lotto at the time in Ohio. And I said, 8 million? Really? He really won. Now, of course, you know, I'm 25, 30 years old, whatever, full of piss and vinegar. So I said, nah, I don't believe it, you know. So I actually called the Ohio Lottery, called the offices. And I said, hey, I just want to put to rest this rumor of Roger winning the $8 million. I just think he's not here today because he's got some issues. Can you confirm that somebody, oh yeah, somebody did win. Can you confirm it was him or not? That's all I'm asking. And she was on the phone and she said, not only can I confirm it, but he's standing right next to me right now. And I put it on the speakerphone and I said, look, guys, listen to this. And she says, yep, Roger's in here collecting his, well, filling out the paperwork to collect whatever he was going to get. Now, I didn't see Roger again probably about 1 or 2 years later. There was a corner restaurant over in Parma where they were doing $1.99 or $1.79 breakfast. Now, remember, this is back in the day. And he was there. So here's a guy that's probably cash value $4 million. So he's a multimillionaire, and he's still doing the $1.79 breakfast, which the money at that point, a year or two later, it did not change Roger. So good for him. So the point of the story is, put the dollar in. You could be like Roger and win the money. My father-in-law, he won $10,000 one day on a scratch off. I mean, it happens. People do win. Now, I'm not advocating for putting, 50 bucks a day. The online gambling apps that are out there now are going to be a problem for some people because it's so easy to just deposit that money or use a credit card or whatever and start betting on games and everything. All this betting, casinos, lotteries, sports apps, they're all designed knowing that you're going to lose. So keep that in mind. I think we all know that. And if you don't know that, please call the 1-800 number. But those are my 2 quick stories about the lottery. I'll continue to do it. And so far this year, if you listen to my video the other day, I've spent almost $400 this year, and I've won $400. So going into May 2024, I am break even now on the Ohio Lottery. So let's see what May and June and July bring. Anyway, I just wanted to give you, since some of you commenters out there are pretty firm about being against playing the lottery, I just wanted to let you know some of my thoughts about it and some of my experiences. Anyway, it's a beautiful Monday here in Cleveland. We'll talk to you again. Take care.